So, let's talk about the ancient Egyptian idea of heaven. It was called the Field of Reeds.
When you think of ancient Egypt, what comes to mind? Probably mummies, tombs, and curses, right?
But get this, they were actually obsessed with life so much that they wanted it to go on forever.
Their goal wasn't some spooky underworld. It was basically a perfect copy of Egypt, but way better.
And this paradise had a name, the Field of Reeds, or in their language, Aru.
So how did you get in? Well, it wasn't a walk in the park. You had to earn it.
It all came down to one huge final exam for your soul, the weighing of the heart.
Okay, so first, you'd list all the bad things you didn't do. Then, they'd weigh your heart against a feather.
And if your heart was heavier than the feather, well, that was really bad news.
It got fed to a scary monster called Amut, and poof, you just ceased to exist.
But if your heart was light, congratulations, you passed. Your journey to paradise could begin.
But was it a simple walk from there? No way. The adventure wasn't over yet. First, you had to get past a bunch of gates, each one with its own weird and wacky guard.
And some of these guardians had some seriously strange names. I mean, a cat and a giraffe.
Then, you had to convince this really grumpy ferryman, Krafef, to row you across a lake.
And if you made it past all that, you finally arrived. The Field of Reeds. Absolutely perfect.
You'd get to see your family, friends, even your pets again. And the best part? No chores.
How did they skip chores? With these magical statues called Shabti dolls that did all the work for you.
You see, the Egyptians didn't really fear death. They just loved life so much they planned for it to continue.
It really makes you wonder, right? If you could design your own perfect afterlife, what would you keep?